whilst we were on holiday, Mrs. Rim said to me, Colin, and you know you're in trouble when your Sunday name's used, make sure that you dry the top of the counter around the sink because all the water's going on the floor. Now, being a man, we occasionally remember to do those things. So realising that I was now in trouble, I made a sterling effort to make sure that I mopped up any water that had come round the sink. Despite my best efforts, the water was still going on the floor, and I knew I'd been doing my jobs and made sure that I was drying it all up like a good boy, but the water was still going on the floor. It was then that I heard the pump briefly run back up to pressure. So I came in and examined, and when I lifted the tap open like that, there was a small weep of water just dripping down, and that was what was getting me in trouble. I started to investigate things, and when I removed the cap to remove the handle, I could see that everything was heavily corroded inside. So, realising that things may be going quite badly wrong with the tap, I decided I'd replace the whole unit. A search on eBay revealed this little beauty for about what I remember was about £31, which involved the new tap, fittings, some brand new tails, and the lovely people at Caravan Stuff For You shipped it all to me very quickly. I ordered it on a Sunday afternoon and it was in my hand on the Wednesday morning, which I didn't think was too bad at all. Now, I'm not saying that it's the exact same tap, but to me this looks pretty close to the other one. So I'm going to show you how we replaced the old for new. I think it's going to be nigh on impossible to film as I do this, so what I'm going to do to give myself some room is move the waste, which will undo the screw here to one side, and then where the tails are clipped on here, I'm going to undo that as well, and that will allow me to undo the unions here and be able to take the tap out to the top after first undoing the securing nut. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use the existing fittings, because as you can see, these are the push fit type, which just fit onto the plastic pipes here, and what you do is push the metal piece downwards whilst pulling the plastic piece up and pull up and remove. So we'll use them. I've released the tap by using this 11mm, get it out in a minute, 11mm socket on a long bar onto this nut, which secures the tap to the work surface with that. I've removed the tails from the old tap, and as you can see, they're marked up red and blue, hot and cold obviously, and to make sure you get them the right way round, just look at the tap, and it's got a little indicator there to show the hot's on the left and the cold's on the right. So fitting them in, hot to the left, and I'll put the cold one in on the right hand side. There's the original tails fitted to the new tap, and just make sure that when you're putting them in that you don't get it cross threaded. Just do it nice and easy, finger tight until it runs up, and then just nip them up with a spanner to make sure they're watertight. This is the threaded bar that secures the tap to the vanity unit. This end goes into the tap, and you can nip it up using a screwdriver on that end, and then use the collar nut with this seal and this plate to fasten it to the unit. I threaded the tails through one at a time because the hole's not big enough for them to go through together, so one then the other, and then as you can see, I think you can see anyway, we're back in there, and then we just fasten using the screw at the back. I'm hoping the camera's picking that up. So I'm ready to fix the plate. The plate, steel plate, and this is a rubber washer. So rubber washer first, then the plate, and then the nut. There's the tap mounted to the sink, and just make sure that when you've got it, because it's got a swivel spout, you want to make sure that the handle is in the middle, so that you've got an equal distance both sides, so that the tap is right. Because obviously if it was mounted too far that way, this wouldn't look right. Okay, so make sure you center it in the middle and then just nip it up when you've done that. Right, so that's the new tap fitted, and when we look underneath, all nice and tidy again. I did lose this screw. When I took this off, it dropped down through the hole onto the floor. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, you little varmint, we'll replace you before we continue. Now we're all good to go. The escapee has been captured and refitted. I thought he'd gone in there under the shower tray, but he was hiding here. So now it's get the aqua roll out, prime up the water, and see how we get on. Well, the aqua roll's filled and the Caravan water system is pressurized, and looking in here, everywhere seems to be dry, no water. So I've got some tissue paper, I'll just give it a wipe around the that seems okay. Right, the moment of truth. Maybe a bit of splattering here, but we'll see. Cold. All seems a-okay. Check down below again. There's no water. Well, we are getting out the system. Looks like the job's a good one. If you've enjoyed this video and you like what we do, like and subscribe. Press the notification bell so you know when we've got a new video loaded up. And we'll see you on the next one. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.